Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nauman, and today we are diving into something crucial for anyone working with cloud infrastructures, optimizing network performance using AWS Global Accelerator. In today's video, we are going to break down how AWS Global Accelerator helps you reduce latency and improve performance for your AWS resources, especially when users are spread across the globe. We will walk through its key features, benefits, and use an architecture diagram to understand how all the pieces fit together. So, if you are into cloud solutions architecture, network optimizations, or DevOps practices, stick around. First, let's talk about the problem. When users connect to your AWS resources, their requests often go through various IPs, network providers, and internet public paths. This adds extra latency and, at times, inconsistencies in performance. AWS Global Accelerator addresses this by routing user traffic through the nearest AWS edge location. From there, it's transferred over the AWS's fast and highly reliable internal network, leading to better performance, lower latency, and more consistent connectivity. Here's where things gets interesting. Global Accelerator provides users with two static IP addresses that route traffic to multiple regions. You can use these anycast IPs to improve high availability and ensure fault tolerance. But more on that in a second. Now let's walk through the architecture. Here we have two sets of users connecting to AWS resources. Traffic from each user is directed to the nearest AWS edge location. From the edge location, traffic is forwarded to AWS Global Accelerator. Think of Global Accelerator as a traffic router that finds the fastest and most efficient path through the AWS network. The accelerator sends the traffic to the appropriate endpoint group, which in this case includes resources like EC2 instances and S3 buckets hosted in region 1. This setup ensures that the user's requests don't travel over the public internet any more than necessary, providing a fast and secure connection to AWS resources. The endpoint group manages which specific AWS resources are involved, and if one endpoint becomes unhealthy, traffic automatically shifts to a healthy resource. Let's quickly cover some of the awesome features that make AWS Global Accelerator stand out. First, optimized traffic flow. AWS's high-speed global network minimizes latency by directing traffic through the nearest edge location. Second, anycast IP addresses. Global Accelerator provides two IP addresses for high availability. These anycast IPs ensure your traffic is routed to the nearest edge, improving performance and resilience. Third, health checks and failover. Global Accelerator continuously checks the health of your endpoints. If something goes wrong, traffic is rerouted seamlessly to healthy resources. Fourth point, traffic control and engineering. You can control how much traffic is routed to specific regions using traffic dials. This is great for load balancing or blue-green deployments. Last but not least is the DDoS protection. This service has built-in AWS Shield standard protection which helps you stay secure against DDoS attacks without any extra cost. If you need more precise routing control, AWS also provides custom routing accelerators. These are great for cases where you need to direct traffic to a specific EC2 instance or a set of services. Now, some of you might be thinking, this sounds a lot like CloudFront. So, what's the difference? Well, that's a good question. While CloudFront is a content delivery network (CDN) that caches content at edge locations to deliver it closer to users, AWS Global Accelerator is more focused on network performance optimization. It's not about caching, but about routing traffic over AWS's backbone network for faster, more reliable connections. Think of CloudFront as something you would use to cache static content like images or videos, while Global Accelerator is better for optimizing performance for dynamic applications, databases, or real time systems. Let me give you a quick real world example. Let's say you are running a multi region e commerce app where users need to connect to EC2 instances or S3 buckets. By using AWS Global Accelerator, you reduce the time it takes for those users to access your resources, regardless of where they are. You are no longer dependent on the public internet. You are taking advantage of AWS's global network. This results in lower latency, higher availability, and a smoother user experience. So, to wrap things up, AWS Accelerator is a fantastic service for optimizing network performance, improving latency, and boosting high availability for global applications. Whether you are running a high traffic app, multi region microservices, or dynamic database queries, this is a tool worth integrating into your AWS architecture. I'll be making more videos in AWS architecture best practices, so don't forget to hit the like button if you found this helpful. Also, subscribe for more cloud focused content. That's a wrap. If you have any questions or want me to cover any specific topic, drop a comment below.